Picture the busiest, most important stretch of your entire life. You learned to walk. You learned to talk. You went from a blinking little stranger into a person with opinions, a favorite toy, and a deep personal grudge against bath time. You will never again learn so much, so fast. It was the headline act of your whole existence. And you remember absolutely none of it. Your first few years are a black hole. For most people, the earliest memory they can dredge up lands somewhere around age 3. Everything before that? Gone. Not blurry. Not faded. Gone. So here's a question that should unsettle you a little more than it does. Where did all of it go? For about 100 years, the answer was simple and faintly insulting. Baby brains, we said, are just too undercooked to keep anything. The hippocampus, your brain's memory maker, isn't finished, so nothing gets saved. Sigmund Freud even gave it a name, infantile amnesia, tidy, confident. And as it turns out, probably wrong. Because babies obviously do remember things. A newborn knows its mother's face within days. They learn an entire language from scratch, the hardest thing you'll ever do. That is memory, working beautifully. And in 2025, a team at Yale did something genuinely hard. They slid awake babies into a brain scanner and watched. When a baby saw something new, a small seahorse-shaped patch lit up, the hippocampus. And the brighter it lit, the longer that baby stared when the thing came back. That's recognition. That's a memory being made, caught in the act. So the memories aren't gone because they were never made. They were made. Which quietly swaps one question for a far stranger one. If it's all in there, why can't you reach it? Here's the lead suspect. A baby's brain is a building site that never clocks off. New neurons are being wired into the hippocampus at a furious rate, far faster than in your slow, settled adult head. And every new neuron reshuffles the circuit. Picture trying to run a library while the builders keep tearing down shelves to put up new ones. The books don't disappear, but the map you'd use to find them gets quietly paved over. And in mice, you can prove it. Slow the building work down, and they hold on to their infancy, speed it up, and they forget. There's a second problem, and it's almost funny. To file a memory as yours, a thing that happened to you, you need two things a baby simply doesn't have yet: words and a sense of being a you at all. So the experiences still get recorded, but with no language to tag them and no self to pin them to. Imagine a warehouse stacked to the rafters with unmarked boxes. Everything is in there. Good luck ever finding a single thing. And now the genuinely eerie part. In mice, scientists found the sleeping circuit of a forgotten infant memory and switched it back on. The memory came flooding back, intact, which means infantile amnesia might not be deletion at all. It might just be a filing error. The footage of your very first steps could be sitting in your skull right now, perfectly preserved, fully intact, and permanently out of reach. But don't mourn the lost tape too hard, because those years were not wasted, not even slightly. You can't replay them, but you are standing on them, your first language. Whether the world felt safe, the rough shape of the person you were going to be. The most important things that ever happened to you are the very things you will never remember. They didn't stay as memories, they turned into you. So somewhere in there is the home movie of you discovering the word no and immediately deploying it 40 times in a row. A masterpiece, completely sold out, no tickets available, ever. If a sealed vault inside your own head is the sort of thing that keeps you up at night, you'll like the next one. On why a place you've never been can suddenly feel completely familiar. Déjà vu. Same channel, same nervous little man,